Question. How do we call him? He gave us a signal.
What up, Gotham Guardians and Arkham Adversaries? It's your boy Trey of the Bat Channel, and we are live from the Bat Cave, doing a little surprise Wednesday live show. It's not often we do this, but before we begin, you must see that bird. It's a plane. No, it's Super Bro Corey. Super Bro Corey, where you at?
What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight?
Hey, man, it's been a crazy day. Lots going on. Work was crazy. Man. Lord Koj in the house.
Lord Koj.
Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Amen, dude. Like, hell yes. Yes, absolutely. And I think I saw that Yellow Devil. Is that going well?
Yeah. Yellow
Damn,
Devil.
Dude. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Oh, God. I haven't felt that bad since 2017. Well, get some good rest. Drink lots of water. Some Gatorade. Some H2O.
Maybe a Yellow Devil cocktail. So.
Maybe a little Yellow Devil cocktail will go a long way. Sure it will. Mm-hmm. Definitely the Irish whiskey went too far for me last weekend. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. But, guys, I am so glad to have you guys here with us tonight after, the DC FanDome announcement trailer that we got yesterday. I really, wanted to talk to you guys about it to kind of get your thoughts on what you're hyped for, what you think is stupid, or what you're noticing is missing from the posters and some of the panels that are being rumored to be for DC FanDome this October 16th. I think it starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time too. So we'll also have a question at the end for you guys to see what you think about what we're thinking about doing for DC FanDome. But before we begin, guys, if you would be so kind, oh my God, did your phone just go off?
Maybe.
No, just kidding.
Oh, it did go off.
Oh, did you punk? You got to put it on silent. You're not doing it right. I'm gonna have to confiscate that all the way here in Colorado. Just kidding. If you would be so kind, smash that like, smash that subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video. Get your friends on so we can make this discussion all the more fun and busy. Because we love when the live chats are going crazy. This last weekend they were going pretty nuts, especially when our friend Julian started pissing some people off. Which I love Julian. You got to have him for that. You got to have that one guy that just rattles the cages a little bit. And then we had Steve Kassan on. That was crazy. Could you believe that, Corey? Man, I've wanted Steve Kassan on our show for a very long time. Did the say, what's that? Sorry, bud?
That was insane, man. That was out of nowhere, too.
Right? Yeah, I truly wasn't expecting Steve to join us that night. But my boy Bat Dan is also in the live chat. We do a little thing on Sil Abdul show, and when it's on, it's Bat Ink over there. But Bat Dan said no Snyderverse content in the poster. Aquaman and Flash have their solo movies outside the Snyderverse, so that doesn't count. You are right, sir. Yellow Devil said Jimmy Olsen called him, probably. And then Lord Koj loves Steve Kassan. Yeah, the dude he's so chill, he's so cool, and I always appreciate his perspective. He just has a wonderful view on things, even if it's different from yours, which it was in this case. He liked Suicide Squad. Corey and I did it, but it was great to hear from someone that did. But yeah, please hit that like, share, and subscribe. Get your friends on and have them join us. Also, to help support our channel, Super Chat really does go a long way. We appreciate whatever you guys do for us. I mean, obviously the money goes right back into the channel to entertain you guys. There's some things I want to upgrade, the camera, the lights in the background, because like I said, right now I'm literally using like 4 different lamps that I put red light bulbs in. One of them is like the Coke bottle lamp thing that my mother-in-law owns, and I'm sure she would not be a fan. But now she'll know that I'm doing that. Sorry, Kelly. So yes, please help us out. I know I did. I as I realized I was saying, I was like, well, maybe she doesn't watch her show. Yeah, I don't think she does. We'll be okay. Anyways, help us out there with the super chat, so I'm not in trouble for a very long time. But Corey and I decided to do a live show today. I know, kind of random, because this weekend I will be celebrating my 1-year anniversary with my wonder wife, Sarah. Good God, can't believe it's been 1 year already. But it's I mean, crazy 1 year nonetheless. Obviously, last year was nutty too with 2020. We just don't even talk about that year. 2021 is kind of becoming a similar year, other than the Snyder Cut. You know, was worth worth all the shit we went through in 2020. But man, some cool stuff. So I appreciate you guys being here with us for a surprise live show. Corey, are you ready to get into the topics?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Okay. So DC FanDome, man. Corey, did you watch last year's DC FanDome at all?
I did not.
You did not? Yeah. I know it was kind of, not too many people were like sure about it. I think 22 million globally tuned in for this 2-day virtual event.
Yeah, I was only like, because it was 24 hours, right? It was like a full.
Yes, it was like a full 24-hour event. They had like so many different panels that you could watch in on, and some took place at the same time, so you couldn't you had to kind of pick and choose what you wanted to see. They did replay it, I believe, on Sunday, but it was still kind of wonky. I mean, it was a cool event. I mean, lots of things to get hyped about, like Zack Snyder's Justice League at the time. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
If I recall correctly, that was the Zack Snyder Justice League trailer, right? Or was it? It
was the teaser trailer.
Okay, and we did a video for that, didn't we?
We did I think we did a teaser trailer reaction to it, which
I think I was doing a lot of video editing for you. That's why
you were. Yeah, that was like back then when Corey really had to. I would have to like record it and then send it off to him and we were like just learning the system. That was early day Bat Channel. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Hallelujah trailer that they did, that was like, gives me. You guys have seen the trailer reaction. I'm pretty sure I cried. But you know, they also had the Batman trailer. At the time, we were really hyped for Wonder Woman 1984, not knowing the debacle of a film that was going to be.
Do you remember doing the trailer review, or the first trailer review
for Snyder Cut?
Yeah, like that, because that was the first one that we've done for the channel, I believe. Correct?
Oh, you think like the first ever trailer reaction? Yeah, I think that was, and I was like so unprepared for it, because I was like, I didn't know if there was going to be one, so I literally just had my phone rather than this camera that I use now.
And you know, it's funny too, because you weren't sure about doing trailer reactions for this channel as well, because you were like, it's kind of weird, you know, like people are just watching me react to a trailer, and those big ones came up, and obviously the Bat Channel had to do it. So we put that one video together pretty darn quick. Like you know, that we weren't sure how it was going to work out. You know, we're like just kind of figuring it out, and the trailer reviews have come a long way. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those like things where I won't lie to you guys. Like for me, trailer reactions were like a very weird concept. Like it just didn't make sense to me on why people enjoyed them. Other than I think it's kind of confirmation of how you feel about things. If you see someone reacting the same way, you kind of get to live through their reactions. But to me, the reason why I was like afraid to do it is some people like overreact in their trailers because they know a camera is recording them. So they'll go like, oh my God, like, holy shit. And for me, like, I don't want to come off that way. I want to come off real, I like want to be authentic. So like when you guys see my reaction, if something really does blow my mind, yeah, then I'm going to have a crazy reaction like I did with the Snyder Cut. And even the Batman trailer, when I saw it, I was not looking forward to the Batman at all because I'm a Batfleck fan, right? Like loved Batfleck, like just want him to continue as Batman. And plus, when you think about Robert Pattinson, you're like, Twilight, sparkle bats. And then you saw that trailer and that one scene where he just breaks that criminal's arm and just beats the living hell out of him. I was like, yes, okay, like I can get behind that. So the first DC FanDome, I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments, like, what did you guys think of the first DC FanDome? What were give me your top 3 panels that you really enjoyed? Because I think there was quite a bit. I mean, they had the Suicide Squad at the time. They had Snyder Cut, Batman. They had a really pointless Aquaman one because they really knew nothing about it at the time. They were still working on the story. And I think they even did like a little Shazam, which I think they did release that it was going to be called Fury of the Gods at that time. I mean, part of the cool things that I was excited for from the first DC FanDome was the 2 new DC games we were going to get, which was Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, I think it was called, and then Gotham Knights, which the rumors going around Gotham Knights at the time, everyone was like, oh, Gotham Knights is going to be part of the Arkhamverse, with Arkham Origins, the Knight, Arkham Asylum, all those Arkham City games. So I was like really excited for that. But then you end up finding out that Suicide Squad is actually a part of the Arkhamverse because it's being made by Rocksteady. And then Gotham Knights is its own thing. So it was kind of a crazy ordeal. But Corey, what were some of your favorite panels other than, I know you didn't watch most of it, but you saw a little bit because I know you were kind of tuning in on the ones you really cared about. Was it just the Snyder Cut one?
Yeah, man, it was obviously the Snyder Cut one. That was the whole reason, I was really paying attention to it all at that point. I was like, man, they were going to do something. I was like, what an amazing trailer that was too.
Oh yeah. And it's so funny because you remember the first initial reaction from people who weren't a part of the Snyder Cut community. They were like, why did he choose Hallelujah? How stupid. He did that because of Watchmen. And then you end up finding out it was his daughter's favorite song. So now you feel like a dick, which good. I mean, I had no issues that he used Hallelujah. For the fans, it was Hallelujah. We had fought for this thing for 3 years. It was just, God, man, that's still just a cool moment. I can feel getting choked up a little bit just thinking about, like, here we are. Wow, here it is. Finally there. Lord Koj says DC FanDome was chill. Other than the Snyder Cut, the Milestone panel was my favorite. The Milestone panel. I'm trying to remember what that one was. I don't recall that one. I enjoy the comic book Jim Lee panel. Are you talking about the one where he went through like people's artwork and like kind of critiqued it and how they could get better? That was a cool panel. The Snyder Cut part and the Gotham Knights, surely, I agree. I really dug. Oh gosh, I'm totally losing it. I'll have to think of it. I had it like in my head. Like there was this one thing that I thought was like really cool what they did. Man, that's gonna bug me. Bat Dan says the Batman panel was awful aside from the trailer. Matt Reeves is not a great speaker. I can agree with you on that, Bat Dan. I think who is honestly the worst speaker of that, like who they should have just not had there, was Robert Pattinson. He's just such a antisocial guy that, like, which is fine, like that's his thing, but like he was just kind of like, I'm here because I have to be. And then the trailer was obviously the highlight for that. The Snyder Cut trailer was how I found your channel. Oh wow,
that's awesome.
Dude, that's really cool. Thank you. Thanks, Bat Fanatic. yeah, so there was some cool panels on there. I'm still trying to think what the you know what? Now I remember. Corey, do you remember one of the really cool things that happened at DC Fandom? Do you remember they did a cosplay competition?
Yes.
There was a certain
Yes.
person who won.
Mm-hmm.
Our boy,
Bat Mike.
longtime supporter, Bat Mike. Hell yeah. When I saw that Bat Mike won the cosplay competition, I was like, let's go. That dude is so awesome. Man, we really need to get Bat Mike on the show sometime. Like that dude, he's just the coolest. He's the nicest guy in the world. I still chat with him every now and then. I mean, he's just a nice guy, and he lives in Argentina, I think. So I mean, it's kind of weird that him and I got into a conversation, but he just liked our channel and was like, then all of a sudden it was like, hey, I know that guy. But some really cool stuff. Corey, let's go ahead and go to the first DC Fandom.
Before we get there, I do want a few more people mentioned. Bat Fanatic said the Snyder Cut panel and the Batman were dope. Baby Girl said Snyder Cut was the only panel she watched, and was the only panel worth watching.
I agree. Some people still. All right, go ahead.
Batman 530 said some people still try to stand their ground after finding out why Zach chose that song.
Yeah. I think you and I had both a feeling that it was Autumn's favorite, because someone had asked him a question on just like a YouTube channel about like why he chose that song, and you could tell it was personal for him. He said like, I don't want to talk about that. So, and I think that kind of told everybody.
I just remember our conversations about it. Like we were getting deep into it. Like, why did he choose that song? You know, we were like talking about like
we were breaking down the lyrics, trying to be like, is this Aquaman? You know, this kind of story.
Yeah,
you know? Yeah. We spent literally, I think, like 2 weeks trying to come up like what's the hidden meaning, because Zack Snyder, it's always a hidden deep meaning.
Yeah.
You know, the Wonder Woman. Yeah, the Wonder Woman 1984 panel, I will say, was a cool thing because of Linda Carter being there. I knew as soon as Linda Carter was hyping this film up, I looked at my wife and I was like, she's going to be in the film. Somewhere in there, she's going to be in the film. And then, I mean, me being a big music guy, when they did that little thing with Hans Zimmer, I thought that was super dope. Like, I'm Hans Zimmer, man, he's one of the best. And I thought the new arrangement of the theme that he did was cool. I do. Yeah. Wonder Woman 1984 was just not a great film. The Snyder Cut was cool panel. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The Snyder Cut was just one of the top ones. Corey, go ahead and show us the original DC Fandom poster. So this is the one that Jim Lee drew. You kind of can tell that he did this multiverse, world panel that had different things going on. The Watchverse, Hall of Heroes. That's just kind of a list of what they had there. The Suicide Squad was kind of a silly one, just with the entire cast doing like a little game with each other. I mean, there was nothing really hyped about. They showed us a little behind the scenes look, and you guys know how we feel about the Suicide Squad. It just wasn't great, but. So that's what we got for the first DC Fandom. I felt like overall DC Fandom was a really cool solution to not having San Diego Comic-Con, which is the reason why they did it. They found out that there wasn't going to be the huge, ordeal, and they decided to do their own thing, and they put in a lot of money into it, and you could tell. And I'm sure it's going to be kind of a similar format for this new DC Fandom, this second annual DC Fandom, because I'm guessing this is going to be a regular theme. But Corey, go ahead and pull up the new poster. As you guys have kind of saw, if you watched our last video, we kind of discussed this this panel. Go ahead and make it big for everyone to see, because I think this is interesting. With the new DC Fandom poster, to me, it's kind of like very George Perez. If you guys don't know who George Perez is, he's a famous comic book artist, especially in the 80s, and the 90s. Still does some stuff, and he just throws a shit ton of characters on the cover. But what's interesting here, I mean, Corey, what are some, like, you just looking at this, what are the first characters that really pop at you? Oh, I think you're on mute. Yep.
Oh gosh, I would say first characters that pop out at me is obviously Black Adam, of course.
Yeah.
We have Obviously, Sparkle Bats,
Oh no.
Flash.
I mean,
Unfortunately,
it's
not
really
enough Zack Snyder people.
well, I mean, yeah, I mean that's kind of the interesting thing when you look at this poster, because I mean, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is a Jim Lee comic art. It's not Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot is still Wonder Woman. She has one more film coming up. That, I mean, yeah, they haven't started filming. They haven't done this really the story yet to it, but I mean, that's Gal Gadot right there, right? Like they took the opportunity to use Jason Momoa's Aquaman because he has his film coming up. Shazam, you know, with Zachary Levi. You even have Ezra Miller artwork from the Flash movie. And then of course they use Black Adam's artwork with Dwayne Johnson. But like you have all this stuff, and I get like they're trying to show the multiple variants of the artwork and stuff like that. But the fact that Gal Gadot is not on there, and yet she is technically, as of now, still Wonder Woman. You guys let me know in the comments. Like, do you think there's an issue going on with Gal? Because I know Warner Brothers wasn't happy about some of the comments she had made, I think, during the whole Iranian and Palestine thing going on. There was like another thing they wish she kind of kept her mouth shut on, and it's like she's her own person. Not only that, she's the Israel and Palestine thing going on. Not Iran. So I don't know. To me, it's very weird that she's not on there, and it makes me wonder if there's something going on. And then you also have, feel like it's a little disrespectful, but at the same time, I kind of understand this. I mean, if anything, they should have had Henry Cavill somewhere on there. I know they have Tyler Space in his last. Oh yeah, and why Tyler Superman from Superman and Lois show is on there, which I hear is a very good show. I have not watched it yet. I want to. I was a little reserved because Jeff Johns had was very involved in it, but he had a very successful show, so it makes sense for them to showcase him because he's getting another season. But still, as of right now, I mean, then again, as we know from Warner Brothers, they haven't done anything with Henry Cavill since the Zack Snyder's Justice League. They wanted to use him for Shazam, but Henry Cavill didn't want to do a cameo. And, they want him to do other cameos. And they've hired J.J. Abrams to do another Black Superman. And apparently Michael B. Jordan is going to be doing a Black Superman. So when it comes to Henry Cavill, it's, to them, he's on the back burner, which is stupid. In my opinion. I know you're pissed about it, Corey, because you're a big Superman fan.
Yeah, it's very frustrating, man. I hate the fact that Henry Cavill is not on there. I hate the fact that there's really no Snyderverse got people on here.
Yeah.
Yes, we have Aquaman. Yes, we have Flash.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
It is. I mean, they don't even have Ben Affleck, who is returning for the Flash movie. They don't even have Michael Keaton, who they were making such a big stink about. Oh my God, Michael Keaton is coming back as Batman. They don't even have him on there. Clearly, they're trying to push Robert Pattinson. I understand that, but you know what? This would have been an awesome opportunity with their poster to kind of show the multiverse in a way. To show the multiple Flashes, the Flash from him. I mean, if you think about it, they don't even have the CW Flash, which did they announce, is CW Flash like going to be done? Is it coming up on its final season? I stopped watching after, the whole Infinite Crisis thing. I try to keep going with it, and then I was like, this is getting dumb. And then I saw the lightsaber thing with Flash.
That sounds like a question for Fresto.
Right, Fresto game, but he's doing his live show right now with some video games as is. He's probably guys. Sorry, go ahead.
Yo Devil asked a question. He said, "Guys, is that Batgirl from Titans or something? Never seen her before."
You're talking about the one right next to Stargirl? No, that's from the video game Gotham Knights. Technically, Batgirl in Titans, she's like post Killing Joke. if that gives you an idea. She's in a wheelchair. So she's not Batgirl at the moment. Batman says, I think that she just doesn't have a panel as there is not enough to go on Wonder Woman 3. Yeah, I could see that being the thing. Like, hey, if they don't have someone like with a panel, that's doing it, because obviously Wonder Woman 1984 is done. They don't have anything to promote with her. I think it just kind of reminds people that, like, hey, she is Wonder Woman. Batfanac says we need Cavill back. I agree. And Corey, you're probably going to hate this. According to Mikey Sutton with Geekosity on Sil Abdul's show, he actually said that Henry Cavill at one point was rumored to be in talks with Marvel.
Disappointed!
Yeah, I know. But according to Mikey Sutton, just recently, because I love watching my boy Sil Abdul's show, Mikey said, like, literally yesterday, I think, that Henry Cavill kind of stopped negotiations with Marvel, that Warner Brothers, DC, has kind of reopened the conversation to do some things with Henry Cavill, and he seems committed to Superman and wants to hear that, contract negotiations before continuing the Marvel stuff. So
Good.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, Henry Cavill's a big actor. He's not going to come cheap like he did with Man of Steel. I mean, he's The Witcher. He's going to be doing a spy series. I mean, Henry Cavill is a big star now, so they're going to have to cough up a lot of dough and kind of stay out of his way when he does Superman.
Where's Smallville too?
Oh, Tom Welling. Oh, good point. Yeah, Tom Welling is doing the animated series for Smallville. There's nothing as far as we know about that. There's a lot of things on here that just, and I get it. Like, when you think about the DC multiverse, there's a lot of stuff they would have to throw on there. I mean, it would be even more of a chaos mess. But I do think it's interesting, as I said in my video earlier, that they kind of kept it to one character per kind of movie, I guess you could say, except for Batman. There's Zoe Kravitz Catwoman right there. So it made me wonder, with the extra emphasis on her character, are they going to give her an HBO Max series, a little spin-off thing to do? I don't know. That'd be intriguing. I still need to see the Batman to see what I think of her, but people have been raving. If you believe the test screening rumors, which, like I said, no one super credible has reported on it. The Hollywood Reporter, Verity, all these big articles, no one has talked about that screen testing. It's only been like these third-party sources and some guy on Twitter saying, my friend told me. So I'm kind of skeptical about it, but everything, it's positive reviews so far if it actually did happen. Now, Corey, let's go to our segment, Hype or Lame. Let's got some things. We're going to get your guys' opinion on some of this. Can you pull up the next slide, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we thought it'd be a really cool idea to kind of go through with you guys what you think of possible panels. What are you most excited for when it comes to DC FanDome? Starting with, so we have our two categories, hype or lame. If you want to be in between that, you're undecided, we'll call it Hapame. Hapame. I don't know. Do you have a better one? Or Hippoleme? I don't know.
Lipe.
It's lipe. Hame. I don't know. Ha. I don't know. We'll just go with it. But Corey, let's go ahead and make this panel just a little bit bigger.
I was about to say lape.
No. Oh my gosh. Oh, what up, Andrew Caselli? Dude, it's good to see you. It's been a while, I think, since I've seen you even on Sil show, dude. It's good to see you, man. Glad to have you here. So with the hype or lame, let's kind of get what you guys think of it real quick. So with the Batman, Matt Reeves, the Batman, I feel like everyone is I think there's some interest in this. For you, Corey, I know you can go ahead and be honest, because I know for you right now, It's Snyderverse or nothing, really, which is fair.
Because lame. The Batman. The Batman. Are you
just saying the Batman's lame because I love Batman and you're like a Superman fan?
I would say there's maybe a small influence there, but I would, it's for me, the Batman was supposed to be the Batman movie, the Batfleck movie. Hashtag release the Batfleck movie.
You mean hashtag make the Batfleck movie? He hasn't made it.
Oh yeah, excuse me, make the Batfleck movie. Yeah, excuse me. Well, yeah, hashtag make the Batfleck movie. I see. I'm getting too excited about it. Yeah, no,
that's fair.
Robert Pattinson to me is always going to be that sparkle
twinkle bat.
Yeah, twinkle bat, sparkle bat. And then also, I think ESPN posted today that
ESPN.
Yeah, ESPN. They posted, which was weird. I'm not sure why they posted
they have an opinion.
They posted that Harry Potter. What was it, 3 or so? The guy who
was when he was like Cedric Diggory.
Strom. They were like Strom won the what's the game? Quidditch. They won the Quidditch.
Yeah, Quidditch.
Game. Officially today. So I guess it must have been the release of Harry Potter some years ago.
I think it's like the 20th anniversary is this year.
It can't be 20th.
I think so. Of Harry Potter?
Oh my God. Am I that old?
Bro, we're getting that old. Yeah.
Man.
I remember seeing that like when I was like, let's see, 94. I think that came out 2001, 2000.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's a little scary. Yeah, so for me, it's staying true to the Snyderverse. The Batman is going to be lame.
Hey, you know what? I understand where you're coming from because I'm a little bitter about it too, just because like that was supposed to be Ben Affleck's movie, and then Warner Brothers had to ruin everything and stuff like that. Though yes. I will say, Matt Reeves, I don't know if you've ever seen the Planet of the Apes movies. I think he did technically the second one and the third one. Those are brilliant movies.
They're okay. They're good. Don't get me wrong. They yeah.
You got to give it some credit, man. You can't just be fully against it. And I get it. I get what you're saying is like if we support these films, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
But I also get why you are going to be watching it and stuff like that. You created the Bat Channel. It's all themes Batman and DC, so it makes sense for you to watch it and review it. So,
yeah.
Plus, Batman is, I just, man.
So, what's the majority of the group saying about the Batman? Hype or lame?
All right.
Or are we going to Hapaim? Which one have we decided on? Hapaim or Leap?
Let's just say average.
Average.
Let's go meh.
Undecided.
Meh.
Okay.
MEH. Meh.
Meh will be. So there's a new category. So hype. Meh. Or lame.
Meh.
So what's the verdict on the Batman? What's the majority saying?
All right. So Andrew said, "I'm excited for Batman." Batman says, "Hype."
Hype.
Trevor H. The Batman. Hype.
Hype. Chill, Hunter. I'm just messing with you. Oh no.
Bat Fanatic. Hype.
Okay. Or
Yellow Devil. Hype for Trey's Batman review.
I don't know how to take that. Is that
the release does not a cut guy?
Lame. Lame. Hype from Andrew Caselli. Okay, so it seems like
we counted him already.
Did we?
Yep. Yeah. No, we didn't.
You're trying to make me double count.
Yeah. I don't want you to. Don't want you to get to. Oh, there we go. Baby girl.
Lame. Okay, so it sounds like for the most part, anything Batman, I'll say Andrew Caselli. Yeah. It sounds like for the most part, the majority of the group is hype. So we'll put Batman in the hype category for now. This one, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to. I almost should I even ask. DC League of Super Pets with the voices of Dwayne Johnson, I believe even Kevin Hart.
Hold on a second. Did you see Andrew's comment?
Guys, not everything has to be Snyder. No, I agree with you.
And I would agree with him as well, except Ben Affleck is the best Batman. Now,
well, we haven't seen Robert yet.
I know. I'm not sure of him as an actor, so I'm worried about him even trying to be a Batman. He's Twinkle Bats.
Oh my God. You got to see some of his other films, because I struggled with that too, buddy. Like, to me, that's all I saw him as, which is why I added the joke of him like barfing in his mouth when he sees, I don't even know, Kristen Stewart, whatever her name is. But to me, it's like he has been a better actor in some of his more recent films. For me, I don't think he'll beat Batfleck, because Batfleck was Dark Knight Returns, which is my favorite comics in the world. And not only that, it was literally like seeing Justice League Unlimited Kevin Conroy Batman come to life. I'm not sure Pattinson could beat that, because to me, that's my childhood. That's what I love right there. That's my Batman. Now, it's going to be a very dark, emotional, and very detective noir style Batman, which we haven't really seen that Batman before, with the greatest detective, right? So I think that is very intriguing. I think that could be very cool. I think he will be a great Batman. Will he be better than Batfleck? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for him to do it. But I think everything is lining up for him to do it. Now, when the Batfleck movie comes out, that may be a different story. No one might ever beat Batfleck at that point, because it sounds amazing. But
Captain Rex said,
Captain Rex? Who is Captain Rex? Bro, like from Star Wars Clone Wars? I loved that show. Yeah. Captain Rex is like my boy. Dude, I'm glad to have you here just simply because of Captain Rex.
I bet he did regret that.
Yeah, he did. Right. I mean, he says it all the time, but
did he really?
Yeah, he says he absolutely hated Twilight.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he actually said in an interview, someone like asked him, I think because superhero movies were getting big at that time, and they asked him like, what would you want to be a superhero? And he's like, I'd love to be Batman. So it's kind of cool that he's finally getting this opportunity, but we'll have to see. Now, League of Super Pets, hype or lame?
I'm gonna say
don't do it, Corey.
What?
Don't do it. Are you gonna tell me you're hyped for Super Pets but not the Batman?
I was gonna say there's a lot of big voice characters, actors and actresses in there, right?
True.
So I'm gonna go more on the hype side. You're damn right.
I don't even know what to say to you anymore. Like, what are we doing, man?
Well, look, so they got a Superman dog. So,
Corey, you know how I feel about this. This is how I feel about it. Oh. You think Super Pets is going to be a hype film? Is that what you think?
Well,
is that what you think? That's exactly. It doesn't matter what you think. What?
And it's from Crypto himself saying that. Okay, so in terms of a kid movie, I'll agree with you. I think it's gonna be hype.
I think it's going to do well in theaters. Is what I guess I'm saying hype in the sense that I think it's going to do really well in theaters.
You think the Batman is not going to do well in theaters?
God, I hope not.
Well, I know you hope not, but do you honestly believe that it won't do well in theaters? I mean, remember, it's Batman.
It'll do well. Yeah, no, I would say I have to like something, so hype there. But what are you?
I'm meh. I'm meh. Like I said, it's a kid's film. Like
I could be more meh.
It could be good. It could be a good kids film.
I forgot we had that meh category. So
you can't. You're the one who created it.
Well, I'm reading hyper lame, so I'm constantly thinking, maybe I should. I'll add that to it.
Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe. Get some people on this panel so we could smack Corey across the face for completely debacling that right there. Oh my gosh, so funny.
Meh.
Oh man, that's so funny. So what's yeah, go ahead.
People are saying my boy Eric Patterson, hype. Andrew,
okay.
Lame.
Well done. Well
That's
done,
pretty
Lord
funny.
OJ. Lame for Super Pets. Okay. No, even see the dog is disagreeing with you all.
Beyond lame.
Yeah,
It beats the weed.
whoa, Yellow
Whoa.
Devil. I don't even know about that, buddy. I don't know about that. Anything beats the Whedon cut. It's Chad. Chad, bro, how you doing, dude? Oh my god, thanks for being here. Dope profile. Batman says, "Damn, Super Bro Corey." People, yeah, you know.
Lame.
Hot mess, lame. Okay, yeah. So it sounds like majority lame. Super Pets, I'll leave in the or side. Or Coach A is like, no, we're not doing the meh. Batman sells, even Lego parodies.
Oh,
yeah,
there
the
we go,
Batman
Trevor.
Lego movie.
There we go, Trevor. Meh.
Meh. Okay, we got a meh.
Meh.
Okay, so it sounds like majority of the people are saying, hey, meh. Fair enough.
Yeah, emo Batman.
The Batman depends. If it's super emo, I don't see it making a lot of money.
Matt Reeves filmed it in a blue tent the entire movie. Guarantee you, Kristen or what's her face is going to show up and she's going to go like this.
Stop it. No. No, I mean, if anything, I don't think super emo matters. The reason
Eric Patterson said that was for Batman, not pets. Interesting. So was that lame? Lame, he said. Yeah, hot mess.
Lame for Batman. Oh wow. Okay. Here's what I have to say about that with the Batman being super emo. I don't think that'll matter in terms of the box office. No. And here's my reason. The Joker. You can't get more emo than the Joker film with Joaquin Phoenix. Somehow that made $1 billion. Okay, surprise. I mean, I don't think it matters. And from what we're hearing is that this film, according to the test screening, it was very much a rated R 3-hour film. They're going to cut it down, obviously, to a PG-13 film. That sucks because I was really looking forward to the rated R film. But I've heard what they're going to do from Mikey Sutton is that Mikey Sutton is saying that they're going to release the rated R director's cut on HBO Max. Kind of like what they did with Batman v Superman, where you got the theatrical version and then you got the Ultimate Edition, which was the rated R cut of Batman v Superman. So that's kind of an interesting thing to do. And if they really do make the Batfleck, I'm hearing it's going to be a series on HBO Max. They're saying that's full on Ben Affleck doing rated R Batman. So if that's what they're doing, hell yes, I'm all for that. We need a bit of a violent, intense Batman like that, very dark. Batman says, I think Joker made $1 billion because of the controversy. I know about that. I mean, I live in Colorado. We know about that controversy very well because of the whole thing that happened here. I can honestly tell you, in terms of the people who would feel something about that in Colorado, there wasn't a lot of that. There wasn't a lot of controversy here. Which Corey and I actually went to that theater to watch Army of the Dead. That was a freaky thing. It was a weird experience. Yeah, it was a weird experience. I didn't know until we arrived and we're like, shit. I just wanted to see Army of the Dead, and it was the one theater they were playing it at. But okay, so Super Pets, lame. Black Adam, hype or lame? Corey?
Hype.
Oh, you little pug. I was about to be so bad at you. Of course, yeah. I mean, Black Adam, hype.
Anything with The Rock.
Well, I have to agree with you. I mean,
shut up, bitch.
I mean, it's Dwayne Johnson. You have the Justice Society in it. I can't wait to see the teaser to this film. This is like the one film, and according to rumors spreading about, Henry Cavill is going to have a cameo in it, and he's going to be in his black suit. If that's true, I will jump out of my seat clapping in the theaters like an idiot.
Hyped.
I'm just going to guess everyone's saying hyped.
Damn well. Let's see here. Black Adam, hype. Bat Dan, hype. Release the Snyder Cut guy. Hype.
Release the Snyder Cut. Yeah.
Hype for Eric Patterson.
Yeah.
Baby Girl, super hyped. Hype for Black Adam from Bat Fanatic. We haven't had one meh or lame. Yellow Devil Cocktail. Hype. The footage will get me over the Atlantic Ocean into a hospital near you. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Yellow Devil.
You're hilarious, dude. Okay, so I think it's pretty much.
Oh! Wait a second.
Who is it? Who did it?
Who
did it?
There it is. Lord Koj, Black Adam meh, and he said, "I'll be that guy."
Oh, damn the devil! Damn the devil to hell! Oh, shoot!
Why you gotta do that, Koj? Why you gotta do that? Don't do that, Koj. Well, yeah. Okay. The Flash. Corey. The Flash. Hype. Meh. Lame.
Oh man. I would have to say okay, so let me say this. I want to be hyped for this movie because this movie, obviously it's one of, the Snyderverse guys. I'm worried about it though. So it's like there's the hype, yes, but there's also the concern that they destroy the Snyderverse with it. So
yeah,
I'm gonna lean to a meh plus, like a meh. Meh.
So what you're basically saying is,
well, it is. But see if you can follow me here. It isn't.
Oh. So it is, and it isn't.
I agree with you. To me, it's a wait and see. DC FanDome will tell me a bit if they have a full on teaser rather than super Kryptonian and two idiots. Oh God!
All right, so you're a meh as well, meh.
Yeah, I'm a meh. What's the verdict?
Bat Fanatic with a meh. Wait and see. Flash, not sure from Eric.
Okay.
Trevor says it sounds bad, but Batfleck, good point. Meh. It's just been so long for Black Adam. I need some proof and visuals, not rumors. I hear you there, Lord Corey.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, Black Adam has been rumored for like 10 years.
Lame as fuck for the Flash.
Baby girl, you're a savage.
I dig her.
I love it.
I agree with Super Pro Corey. Thank you. Release the Snyder Cut guy.
Suck up. I'm just kidding.
The Flash into the Batverse. Some concerns, but still hype. Okay, I'm glad to hear that.
The Flash into the Batverse. Well done. That's fantastic. I agree. Nicotina, what's up, brother? It's good to see. I think you had a show earlier today. I think, didn't you? I can't remember. Hey, if you haven't seen Nicotina's show, check out his channel. It's dope. He has a great panel every time. I enjoy watching his stuff.
Yellow Devil says, meh, I want to enjoy it, but I feel like they screw up Yellow Flash cosplays forever. Lord Coach goes with, I'm a meh plus 2, possible death of Snyderverse and CWC. It's making it to theaters. I don't know. I need a story, not just a roster.
Amen. Well, Koj, other than the Black Adam thing, spot on. Okay, so Zachary saying, do you see who they cast for Poison Ivy on Batwoman? I did see that, Zachary. I can't recall her name. I think she looks the part. I haven't watched season 2 of Batwoman at all. I need to. I didn't even finish the first season of Batwoman. When I heard I'm spacing her name, the first actress, when I heard she was backing out, I was like, well, that's the end of the show. So I stopped watching. And then I heard about the new girl doing it. So, I mean, I hope it's going well. I know they were getting to some cool stuff. Okay, Corey. So for the most part, the Flash sounds meh. Wait and see.
Yeah. Most people are saying
Okay.
that. Batman brought up, but if the Flash is not Snyderverse canon, how can they erase it? If they erase Justice League, then it's a blessing.
That's an interesting thought. Here's why I think it's not a Justice League continuation film. I don't think Ben Affleck, especially after leaving the Batman project, because he was so pissed of what they did to Zack, what they were trying to do to his film, him leaving that project, I don't think he would want to come back to be that Batman again, to be the smiling idiot, to be the dumbass from Justice League. I just can't see him accepting that role and coming back and doing that. But I hear what you're saying. So Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom. Here's an interesting thing. So The Lost Kingdom, that was an idea Zack Snyder had to kind of be incorporated into his Snyderverse. Now, I think Batman said this. Aquaman, technically, the first film could be considered not in the Snyderverse because somehow Queen Mara's parents or dad is alive and she wasn't in the Snyder cut, or I think it's not even mentioned in Justice League. But hype or lame or meh?
I think if I rated Flash with meh plus meh, then I have to give Aquaman meh as well.
Okay.
So meh plus.
Okay, meh plus. I'm probably going to do a meh plus as well. I liked the first Aquaman film. I thought it was very entertaining. And to me, Aquaman was just one of those films like it needed to do well because it's Aquaman. You know, Aquaman at that time was just the silly cartoon character that talks to fish. So to me, it was a very big film for him. And to see Jason Momoa do this really big kind of, it was visually stunning like Avatar, in my opinion. So I liked it. The more and more I watch it, the more I see some things that bugs me about it. So I'm kind of, I think The Lost Kingdom, James Wan keeps saying it's going to be a darker film. So that's kind of cool. I'm just, because of all the other things, I'm kind of like, yeah, but it's Jason Momoa and my wife is going to force me to see it. So I'll say, meh, I'll wait and see.
All right. All right. We go into the chat now. Baby
Okay.
Girl says Aquaman 2 is meh plus. Eric Patterson says Aquaman hype.
Okay.
That Fanatic hype for Aquaman.
Okay.
Yellow Devil says Aquaman's dialogue made me almost walk out of the cinema. Ooh. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is meh. Another Hamadaverse movie. Batman 530. Captain Rex with the insert the goat noise. Meh.
Chad, you're so funny, dude.
I like the first Aquaman. Yeah. The release that's not a good guy. Meh.
Meh. Okay, so once again, it's
so will your mom.
Oh my god, my mom literally got like a T-shirt with Jason Momoa on it when we were watching Zack Snyder's Justice League, and she was so proud of that T-shirt. She was like, "What a hunk!" Like, oh my god. Oh, it's okay. I can't deny the man is beautiful. Like, if I could switch bodies, if I could do the Freaky Friday, probably Ben Affleck though. I would rather be Batman than Aquaman. Yeah,
Mom says she'll make us watch Aquaman too. So.
Hey, in all fairness, I love Jason Momoa. I think he's a sweet dude, really cool guy. I would go to the movie just to support him. Zachary says, you know, I was listening to Bill Jet Ramy Batman on film, and they talked about Superman. Do you think Superman live action works better in movies or TV live action? Well, clearly he works in both. Superman and Lois has been a very successful show. Smallville was a hugely successful show.
You said Smallville again.
Don't.
I know.
Don't do it, Corey. And we keep getting copyrights every time we play Smallville.
Somebody save me. Let your warm hands break right through. Somebody save me.
Suck my nuts, copywriters.
I hope Allison Mack finds it. Is that her name? Allison Mack? Beats you. Just kidding. Oh my gosh, you and your Smallville. What she did what? Oh my god. So it sounds like Aquaman is kind of meh plus.
Meh plus. Meh.
But on the hype side. Okay. This one
Don't forget
Peacemaker,
Shazam.
lame. Oh, sorry.
No,
I didn't even see Shazam. Sorry, on the
Yep.
it's under our panel thing. Shazam, meh plus. I'm a little hyped for Shazam Fury of the Gods just because for what Shazam the first movie was, I thought it was a good film. Was it like my top 5 DC films ever? Like, no. I just thought for the Shazam character, I thought, okay, like, yeah, you can do that with this character. You can be kind of silly, but I'm also looking forward to this. I heard this one's going to be darker too. And I also like the uniform updates, the suits. They did a good job on those.
Which we went into a little bit that, it kind of had that Man of Steel, vibe, didn't we? That
Kind of look to it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm going to go probably meh plus again. Meh.
Okay. So what's the group saying?
So the group is saying Baby Girl hitting it hard. Lame for Shazam. Bat Dan said Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Meh plus. Meh. Only because of the rumors of the Henry Cavill cameo. That's happening there too as well, potentially.
Possibly. They said the same about the first Shazam, so possibly. If it is true, it sounds like Black Adam is a for sure thing. Okay. It sounds like it.
Okay.
For Shazam, possibly. I would think so. If they're going to do Black Adam, then I would think Superman and Shazam would be in it.
Bat Fanatic hype. Trevor H. Meh plus.
Honestly, I just wish they would fix the cameo in the first film.
Right?
Not cut off I said.
That's still frustrating.
Shazam 2 would be a lot better hype. Okay, yeah, I agree with you, Eric. I think it is gonna be a better film than the first one. And like I said, I enjoyed the first film. Wasn't my favorite, but it was better.
Yellow Devil hype. Yep. Has potential to give us Megan Fox. Well, nobody told me about that. Hype.
You know what? I just got to do it now. Like.
It means I'll go fuck yourself.
Man.
Unless they bring in another big character or hero, it'll be meh. Okay, that's fair. So majority
minus. Meh,
it sounds
minus.
like meh. Oh, meh minus. So you're more on the lame side. Okay.
Yeah. So
it sounds like for the most part there was quite a few hypes. There were some meh, and then we got a meh minus. I don't think anyone said lame though, did they?
I think the Baby Girl said lame. So lame and a meh.
Okay, so we'll say it's a meh plus. We'll say it's a meh plus. Okay, so next one. I already know what I'm going to say about this. I hope to see Batman drifting in that beast.
Right.
In the car. Like I know it's a very grounded movie. I'll just say this real quick about Batman. I know it's a very grounded movie. In my opinion, we've kind of already done the grounded theme with the Dark Knight trilogy. So, but I'm still excited for the Batman. I'm not crazy about his suit or the Batmobile. It's not my favorite. I dig it, but it's not my favorite. Peacemaker, I'm lame.
That dude's still alive?
Watch the credits.
Lame.
Okay. Yeah, Peacemaker, I almost just don't even want to spend a ton of time on. Like, I'll watch it because I kind of need to know if they do try to redeem his character or if it's just going to be him being just like a Homelander from the Boys movie. But
Lahu is lame. And that is what the crowd is saying. Lame as fuck for Peacemaker.
Damn.
Peacemaker, lame. Bat Fanatic. Oh. Batman said Peacemaker, all sorts of lame. Why does he get a whole series greenlit before the movie even comes out? Because it's John Cena. You can't see this.
Well, apparently Bloodsport could see him.
Lame is
John
what
Cena already
Captain.
makes me puke. Lame. Oh, you're not a John Cena. I mean, I watched wrestling as a kid, so John Cena was on the cool side because he wasn't a heel for the most part. I liked the good guys. I like John Cena. I just did not like his character. Lame. I've read Batman Ego. Oh yeah, Batman Ego.
The release,
great book.
the Snyder Cut guide. Tell us how you really feel. Lame.
Okay, so I think we're in agreement. Pissmaker, lame.
Yep, Pissmaker's lame.
Okay, so DMZ. I honestly don't know much about this. So I'm gonna say meh, or maybe I'm meh minus, because I don't even know what it is.
Who is that? I can't
Rosario
remember.
Dawson, who's also Ahsoka.
I like her. DMZ?
Lame. I just don't know what it is. I mean, maybe I'll say a meh, and I'll, to give it a chance. I'll watch this panel to figure out what it's about, but I didn't even know this was a thing. It looks like a post-apocalyptic thing. What does even DMZ stand for? Is it just letters? John Cena is a commie. Oh, Dad, he was forced to say that by the studio. Don't hate on John Cena. He is. It seems like he's a nice guy. I think, yeah, he got into trouble with that bullshit of a thing. I think the studio forced him to say some shit.
DMZ for me, I'm going to have to say curious.
Curious. I like that one. Curious. I'll do that too. I'm curious, but we'll consider that meh. What's the verdict?
Like I literally have no clue what DMZ is about. The only thing that I know about DMZ is obviously the demilitarized zone in Korea. So that's why I put curious.
Like it means that. Interesting.
So I just pulled it up. DMZ is an American comic book series written by Brian Wood with artwork by Wood and Riccardo Berchielli. The series is set in the near future where a second American Civil War has turned the island of Manhattan into a demilitarized zone, caught between forces of the United States of America and the secessionist Free States of America.
Okay, I'm already changing hype.
Yeah, I'm going to change it to hype now because that would be a movie that I'd like to see. That's
my kind of jam right there.
Yeah, kind of a government breakdown of society. Yeah, well, yeah. I'm glad that we looked at that.
I'm good.
So if people want to change answers, you can. Otherwise, we'll go for it. All right. It looks like for the most part. Get back to comments. We got lame, meh minus. Meh minus because he has no idea.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, Devil says the most lame unless we see it come back.
He'd rather watch Super Pets. Meh for DMZ. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I feel like no one. I mean, this would be the perfect panel to kind of check out to see. Curious. Possibly. I'm actually stoked for the Obi-Wan show. Obi-Wan's my boy. That's my favorite. Captain Rex says going down the rabbit hole with that one.
And I'll go down that rabbit hole with you, Captain Rex.
Deep in the rabbit hole. Hype. Oh, so release the Snyder Cut guy. Did he change his answer to hype?
He changed it. He was curious, and then he went to hype.
Oh, nice. Okay, the studio is a bunch of Dadpool, you are going nuts today.
The studio is a bunch of commies.
Oh my god. Meh plus. Okay. Meh plus. So some people are kind of changing their answers. They're kind of digging the synopsis of it. So let's go to Naomi, which is, I don't know a ton about this character either, other than I know she kind of has the abilities of Wonder Woman, and she comes from like another Earth. It is a DC character, and it's going to be a CW show. And Ava DuVernay is doing it, who was originally supposed to be doing the New Gods with Tom King before it got canceled. So this is her project that she is going to be doing. It's kind of supposed to take place after Supergirl I don't know anything about it, so I'm like meh minus.
It also, I just looking it up. It says Naomi McDuffie, also known as Powerhouse, is a fictional superhero appearing in
Powerhouse from like the Dark Knight Metal stuff.
It looks like in an alternate universe in the DC multiverse, Naomi is the first child born to two of these metahumans.
If it's Powerhouse, if I recall in the Dark Knight Metal comics, Aquaman names her that. So I mean that has me a little more intrigued, but I mean I'm still mad. I mean if it's CW,
Yep. Following the events of Dark Knight's death metal, Naomi joined.
Wait, is that the TV show, or is that the CW show is actually going to follow the events of Dark Knight Metal?
No, well, I'm just saying basically who she is. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if they were doing a Dark Knight Metal thing, then I'm hooked, because that was a cool comic book series with Greg Capullo. That was a dope series, and I think Scott Snyder. No relation to Zach.
I'm gonna say meh on that one.
Meh on that one. What's the verdict?
Release Snotty guy says hype. Bat Fanatic says meh plus. Baby girl says meh plus.
Meh plus. Okay.
Oh wait. I may have jumped a little too early. I did jump a little too early.
Okay.
Trying to keep track of the comments. So still keeping my answer is meh, maybe meh plus, meh minus. Naomi is about climate change, lame.
Oh, okay.
Meh minus. Changed my vote to lame. CW sucks, so lame.
Damn.
Been in the comments 3 years now. I didn't read any of those, so.
Yeah, I haven't read any of the Naomi comics. The Dark Knight Metals I have read. I need to read them again because I'm a little sluggish on them. But we'll say Naomi meh. Gotham Knights, I'm going to just instantly say hype, because I've been waiting for a DC game ever since Arkham Knights, and I know this is technically not part of that, but it still looks like a cool multiplayer game that you can play with people, part of the Bat family with Red Hood, Batgirl, Nightwing, and I think it's technically Tim Drake's Robin. I don't believe it's Damian Wayne. So to me, hype. How about you, Corey?
I'm going to say meh, and I'm going to say meh with I will watch it eventually. It's going to be one of those shows that when it's completed, or it is a 2-3 season, goes to Netflix type thing.
Oh no, it's not a series. It's a video game.
Oh, it's a video game?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'd get it if you play it.
So wait, we could play multiplayer?
Yeah, you and I would be on a team. Like basically, we would be the Bat family, just going through villains.
Can I be the bad guys, like in
the closest person you could be to, as far as I know, as a villain is Red Hood. He's an outlaw. He's
okay.
Jason Todd.
Okay, so then Gotham Knights. Hype.
Yeah, Gotham Knights hype. Okay.
Yep.
What's the majority saying?
Please mention whether or not these are like it's a movie, video game, CW.
Yeah, I'll do that. Sorry, I realized I didn't tell you that.
That matters to some people, because Batman says CW, the lame.
No, Gotham Knights is being made by Warner Brothers Montreal.
So Gotham Knights is obviously hype.
So majority is hype for Gotham Knights. Okay.
Release okay. Meh plus looks good but silly.
There is a bit of it does have a bit of a cartoonishness to it that's not quite like the Arkham Knight game, I will admit.
Hype.
Okay, so majority is hype with people. Okay,
yes,
so how about the game that is in the Arkhamverse video game? So the Kevin Conroy series, The Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. What do you guys think about this? To me, I'm hyped for this game. I mean, it's continuation of the Arkhamverse. Hell yeah.
It's a video game.
Yeah.
And it's it's Justice League versus Suicide Squad.
Basically.
And I can pick which characters I want to be.
Well, you can't be. You would have to be a member on the Suicide Squad. So I think it's like Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, and King Shark.
Captain Boomerang's still alive in this one.
Come on, man.
And Deadshot will be there. We've confirmed with Will Smith he's going to be in the game.
It's not that universe. It's the Arkham verse. So the Batman Kevin Conroy video games.
What about Flag?
Get out. Hype or not?
I killed the Suicide Squad, so I could be Deadshot just shooting Batman the entire time.
Yes. But it looks like the main villain is Brainiac, and the one they especially have to fight is Superman. Kind of what the original idea that James Gunn had for his Suicide Squad film, this game's kind of doing.
So you have to kill Superman. Lame.
Well, I don't think you're going to kill Superman. I think you're just going to try to figure out how to get him on the good side again.
Lame.
You are so full of shit. What's the verdict?
Let's see here. So looks like we got hype from Trevor H.
Okay.
Hype. Oh, wait. I was too high again. Suicide Squad. Hype. Bat Fanatic. The release of Snedeker guy. Hype.
Okay.
Batman 530 says Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Hype.
Sounds dope.
I was okay with it until we're targeting Superman. What the hell?
As long as the story sticks, it'll be hype. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'll play it, but whenever they tell me, "Oh, you got to shoot at Superman," I'm just gonna like run around and hope he doesn't like kill me with the.
What are you gonna do, man, when Superman goes bad and Zack Snyder's Justice League 2?
I'm still gonna root for Superman.
How dare you? I will take a kryptonite spear and shove it up your ass. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so it sounds like the majority is hype for the Suicide Squad game. Me personally, with all this stuff, it's about damn time we're seeing anything when it comes to these video games. The fact that we literally haven't seen anything since DC FanDome last year has me a little bit nervous that either Warner Brother video gaming company sucks and they just don't know how to develop games, or it's a bad game. They haven't released any information until now for DC FanDome other than the quick little trailers that we got last time. So hopefully, for the love of God, that they're good. So let's go through this animation panel fairly quick, because I think I know majority of what people are going to say. Injustice. It's going to be an animated movie that's actually coming out a couple days before DC FanDome. Kind of an interesting decision there. But for me, Corey, I love the Injustice games, both 1 and 2. I love playing the mobile games. Injustice, hype.
Hype. You already know, big fella. So I wonder which route they're going to go with this.
I think they're going to go very much based on so I think the video games technically came first. They were made by NetherRealm, who did the Mortal Kombat series. And I think after the video games, they made the comics, and I think there's like 3 volumes of of Injustice series. So I think they're going to kind of stick to the comics. Not sure who's doing it, but other than typical Warner Brother animation, DC films, and stuff like that. But I mean, it's the Injustice series, like one of the coolest storylines ever of DC Comics, like in that multiverse. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Verdict.
Deadpool would like to invite everybody to become a Deadpool fan.
Hey, Dad. Dadpool, here's a little message for you.
It means all go fuck yourself.
Oh my God. He has a Ryan Reynolds problem. Injustice hype.
Injustice hype. Captain Rex, if the movie does bad, the video games usually follow the same trend. Injustice hype. Bat Fanatic. Yellow Devil Cocktail says hype. Injustice movie is the best thing on that list.
Fair.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty fair indeed.
I mean, it's a great story.
Baby girl said Injustice hype as fuck.
I mean, it's like what Zach kind of was doing with the Nightmare World. It's dope.
Cerise the Snotica guy hype.
Hype.
Trevor H hype.
Okay, so it sounds like
Captain Rex hype for Injustice.
majority. It sounds like it's pretty much hype, is what I'm seeing. Okay, Harley Quinn season 3. Me personally, hype. It's been a very good animated show. It's an animated series, Corey, that has like the comedy humor of like a Deadpool thing, but it's anime. It's not anime. It's cartoon basically for adults. It's where that famous Release the Snyder Cut shirt came from. What is Aquamom? Oh no, Mom. Officially changing my handle to Aquamom in protest to your meh for Aquaman. The meh is simply just because of Warner Brothers not connecting it to the Snyderverse Aquamom. Just deal with it. I still like Jason Momoa. It has nothing to do with him. He's a good guy. I can't say the same about Amber Heard. If Batmom can have a crush on Jason, I can have a man crush on Ryan. We gotta just gotta move on to here. What's the verdict for Harley Quinn? I need to just move on from that comment.
Harley Quinn. I haven't seen any of the episodes, but you keep telling me that I need to watch this. I'll give it maybe it's a Matt Plus.
Matt Plus. Okay.
Yep.
Matt Plus. So we'll consider that more on the hype side. What's the verdict from everyone else?
Everyone else is saying Harley Quinn, best animated show ever. Hype. Zachary said hype for Harley Quinn. Baby girl says meh minus.
Okay.
With all the contradictions from the first Aquaman had to Zack Snyder's Justice League, I'd rather it not connect. Oh my God, Dadpool, you are hilarious. Trevor H.
Did Dad just say no? Show. No, don't show Dadpool's comment, please. No. What do you think you're? Apparently, Deadpool. Splash of diabetes.
Not even going to rate Harley. Upset. So yeah, people are saying hype for the most part.
For the most part, hype. Okay. Aquaman, King of Atlantis animated show. It looks very kiddish, so I probably won't even bother the time with it. So I'm just gonna throw it in the lame category.
Yeah, same here. Lame. Go watch Super Pets.
Yellow Devil will probably be very happy about that.
Oh, that's an interesting point. And it does, now that he mentions it, it does kind of look like it. Captain Rex said, was this drawn by the same animators as Rick and Morty? And it does have a little bit of a Rick and Morty vibe to it.
It does. Great question. Now you have me curious if they're doing it very much like a Harley Quinn style, where it's kind of more for adults. Aquaman, King of Atlantis. Animated series. Here we go. Is an upcoming miniseries by James. Oh, it's being produced by James Wan. Oh, then that makes me wonder: is this going to connect to Aquaman's actual thing? That Jason Momoa's Aquaman. Yeah, James Wan is a producer on it, and it's being produced by DC Entertainment, Atomic Monster Productions. I'm not seeing that which is James Wan's company, it looks like. It's also going to be on Cartoon Network. I don't think this is going to connect to his series. It's just interesting that James Wan is handling it. I don't know. I might have to take a look at that to see because it's going to be on Cartoon Network. It's definitely not. It's going to be for kids. So I'm not sure about if the animators are from Rick and Morty, but it does have that style. You're certainly right about that, Captain Rex. What's the verdict, Corey, on Aquaman, King of Atlantis animated show?
We have No interest. Lame. Dumb, so lame. Shame, shame, shame.
Maybe not a fair question.
Aquaman cartoon lame in every sense of the word.
You don't like the old style, just talking to fish?
Lame as fuck.
Okay, so Aquaman, Kingdom of Land, worst show.
It's the worst show. It makes it my favorite worst. You can probably on it.
I might watch a few episodes. Nothing wrong with that, Zachary. You like what you like. Okay, so next week, Dadpool and Aquaman will be hosting the Bat Channel Live over my dead buddy. I'm just kidding. That'd actually probably be a funny show. Okay, so better get a bigger boat. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to Batman Caped Crusader. This is actually being done by Bruce Timm, Corey. It's an animated series.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Bruce Timm is the guy who did the original Batman animated series with Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill.
Oh,
so
cool.
hype as hell.
Lame.
Don't you say it.
Lame.
Why? You're going to have to explain that one to me.
I'm only kidding. No, you said Mark Hamill and
I don't know if they're going to be in it. It's just being made by the same guy who handled that.
I wondered because it looked very familiar.
It's very much a Bill Finger 1939 Batman with the really long ears style to it.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go with hype for this one. It looks like it's going to be cool.
I have no idea if it's going to connect to the Batman anime series, but all they had to say was Bruce Timm, and I'm like, yep, done. What's the verdict?
I was just giving you a lame because it was Batman.
You suck.
Zach said hype. Bat Fanatic hype.
Okay.
Dad also said that could be arranged.
Jesus.
Trevor H hype.
Hype.
Baby girl hype. Hype minus from Batdan. The race, the syndicate hype.
Okay.
Oh, Zachary asked the question. What kind of storylines though?
They haven't really told us much about it. So I mean, other than it's just I think Matt Reeves has a hand in it. It's not supposed to be connected to his thing. It's just supposed to be kind of a gothic take on an old, I think it's supposed to be like a period piece of Batman, like maybe the original like 1939 40s Batman, kind of a tale through that time is kind of what I've heard. But other than that, there's not too much information about it. Matt Plus can live up to the nostalgia. Oh, good point. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to do that when you try to live up to the nostalgia. Yeah, absolutely. So for the most part, that is hyped. Catwoman Hunted. The DC animated films, they tend to do a really good job. I haven't heard anything about this. I don't even know who's voicing Catwoman. I'm just going to say a meh plus because I don't know enough about it, but it has the opportunity to be hype for me.
First look, I'm going to say lame. I've just never been that really into Catwoman. Personally,
I'm not a Batcat fan. I'm Wonder Bat all the way.
But yeah, no. I don't take my lame as with any weight to it either because I know nothing about it, and it could surprise. Who knows?
Yeah. What's the verdict?
Catwoman is meh plus from Batman. Zach is hype for Catwoman Hunted. Glad to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Bat Fanatic is meh plus.
Meh plus.
The release, the Snyder guy is meh minus. Baby girl, lame.
Lame. Baby girl.
Bat Fanatic, Wonder Bat.
Wonder Bat, yeah, all the way.
I love Catwoman, but I won't even watch it.
Oh, what?
Meh
what,
minus.
Yellow Devil? You can't do that. You're the biggest Catwoman fan around.
So this is
Terasawa's directing? Really?
Yeah.
So is it going to be like anime?
It looks anime to me. And I think that's part of my reason. I'm not a biggest fan of anime. So
anime is a hit or a miss for me. I digged the Japanese Godzilla.
Hold up a second. We need to verify something now.
What did you just say? Lauren Cohan is voicing Catwoman for that? Who plays Maggie and also was Martha Wayne in Batman v Superman? Bro, don't give me hope. If that's the case, that this might be like a meh plus to a hype thing.
Yeah.
It is Lauren Cohen.
So IMDb says on August 27th, the Catwoman Hunted voice cast announced Lauren Cohan returns to the world of DC.
Oh wow. Well, okay. Well, then maybe now I'm interested. I'll have to take a look at that.
Oh,
Elizabeth Gillies. Oh,
wait.
okay. For Catwoman.
IMDb literally.
We'll go by IMDb because they're official. You know, I mean, technically anyone could write anything on that, but for Catwoman Hunted by now, it would be official. What's the verdict?
Oh yeah, verdict. Verdict would be. Didn't we go through that?
Oh no, I mean like the verdict of like who's voicing Catwoman.
IMDb said Lauren Cohan.
It's Lauren Cohen. Okay, well, cool. Okay, then I switch mine to hype because
But Zachary also says, awesome. I'm on IMDb.
Huh. You have to send me a picture then and see what you're seeing, Zach. Okay, so Catwoman sounds like for the most part meh, and maybe a meh minus. Now, Young Justice, Corey, I know you haven't watched Young Justice at all.
Okay, hold up a second. Elizabeth Gillies will voice the feline villainess of Gotham, who will be joined by a host of other DC characters in the film from Warner Bros. Animation.
So it is Elizabeth Gillies who is the voice of Catwoman.
No, is it? Okay.
Feline villain is. I mean, that's Catwoman.
Then what is?
Unless if she has a villain that.
That is the worst IMDb article ever. Then.
We'll look it up another time. Young Justice. I think it's called Young Justice Phantoms, if I recall correctly. I mean, Young Justice
Zach
to me
is right.
Is like one of the best. Zach is right. Okay, good job, Zach. Young Justice is a phenomenal animated series. It's like not a continuation technically of Justice League Unlimited, but in terms of quality, it's up there for me. Young Justice, hype as hell.
Meh for me.
Meh for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really watch these anymore. That's the thing. Like, you're
a big boy. You don't watch cartoons no more.
I should be I'll say, and I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna be a no vote.
No vote. A vote of no confidence.
A vote of no confidence.
Oh man, I am the Senate. Okay, so Young Justice. What's the verdict?
Young Justice. Bat Dan 530. Young Justice hype minus. Bat Fanatic hype for Young Justice. Baby Girl meh plus.
Meh plus. Okay.
Zach hype for Young Justice. My question is, will Oracle walk again and become Batgirl?
That'd be dope.
The release the Snyder guy says Young Justice hyped.
Hype.
Captain Rex says love the original Young Justice hype.
Yeah, the original Young Justice. I was so bummed when that show, I mean, because it went through like a 5-year period where there wasn't another season. So love it. It's kind of a lot like the Justice League animated series back then when they canceled it pretty quick. Great. Yeah, I love that show. So majority, it sounds like hype for Young Justice. So that all sounds like, for the most part with the panels, it's definitely mixed. There are some huge hits. It sounds like Black Adam out of them all is what everyone's most excited for. Flash is kind of a question mark. Batman is hyped, but there's some questions to it, which I think is fair. And then we have a few shows that people were just like hell no on, and Pissmaker being one of them. But Corey, let's go to some of the things that we're kind of curious that we haven't heard about on the DC Fandom panel. That is the Green Lantern HBO Max series. We haven't really heard a lot about that other than a few castings. We do have Leslie Grace as Batgirl. Hopefully we get a little insight. I know this is all kind of recent news, but it'd be nice to maybe hear a quick little snippet about what they're hoping to do. If they're able to sign the deal with J.K. Simmons, if that actually went through for him to be Commissioner Gordon, the GCPD show with Jeffrey Wright. to be Commissioner Gordon. We definitely need to hear where that's at. We haven't really heard any much information. It's supposed to take place for Batman Year One. I feel like it would be best if the GCPD show came out before the Batman film, but maybe they're waiting for the element of surprise for that movie so that you don't really get a feel for Robert Pattinson's Batman till then. But you also got the Black Canary HBO Max thing that's coming out. That was just announced a couple weeks ago, I believe. Hopefully we get some insight on Michael B. Jordan's Black Superman HBO Max thing. Even the Blue Beetle that's going to happen now on HBO Max. Static Shock. I mean, these are all things that we know are happening, and yet they didn't take any opportunity to promote on their poster. Not even the Bat Wheels cartoon show that they're doing for kids, which is basically Batman for cars, or Cars for Batman. Yeah. Even the Justice League Dark that J.J. Abrams is doing, his Black Superman that he's doing a theatrical run of. We haven't heard anything about that or Justice League Dark. So to me, it's kind of like he's had a year, I think, since he signed his contract and still nothing about any of this. Like, what are we doing? What are we waiting for? And they signed him to a mega deal. I think it's like $30 million for him to do all these projects with his company and nothing on the J.J. Abrams front. So hopefully they give us a little insight on those projects that are being kept really quiet and kind of thrown on the back burner. I don't know. To me, is there stuff for DC FanDome that you guys want to hear from, or like you guys want to know more about? What are the projects that you guys are looking at? What, Corey? Oh, are you? Well, I figured we put that in our special announcement predictions.
Well, you know what I want to hear.
Restoring the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, guys, if you're expecting DC FanDome to do this big panel that says we are restoring the Snyderverse, it's not going to happen. It's not. Sorry. I mean, Warner Brothers just won't do it. Lame on that. Yes, absolutely. 3 billion thumbs down for them. I think we could potentially. I mean, Discovery is the answer at this point. If Discovery gets in, hopefully they make the right decision, look at the numbers of the Snyder Cut, and they really go like, yeah, people want the Snyderverse. I mean, look at the trending event without any, organization. The Snyder Cut, hashtag restore the Snyderverse, trended more than DC FanDome when they released, their announcement trailer. It was significant lead too. Like, that says some shit. Just give me my motherfucking Justice League 2 and 3 and Batfleck series. Hell yeah. And also bring back Ray Fisher. This is taking too damn long. The fact that Ray Fisher is still not in the Flash film, they need to apologize to him. Walter Mata, get on your knees. Never mind.
Commies.
Oh my God.
Commies. Suck it, Warner Brothers.
Just need to send a mercenary over there. Mercenary with a mouth. So let us know, Corey, what are some of the things people are saying they want to see?
So obviously Lucas Ironside brought up a good point that we need some updates on these series. They are doing a horrible job marketing.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right, Lucas.
Batman said, well, Mikey Sun expects 3 different diverse announcements, Sayer Cut, Flag Project, and Man of Steel 2. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later. Never say never.
Come up with Craig's. It's been a while, man. Good to see you.
Ayer Cut.
Don't get me wrong. It's definitely nothing. I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm definitely not saying the Snyderverse is not going to happen. I'm just saying right now, Discovery is the answer at the moment. So keep up the engagement. Because Walter Hamada is making the decisions right now, and Sarnoff, who told us basically to go F ourselves after the Snyder Cut came out 2 days, and was like, it's done. Go, just drop it. It's up to the.
Shut up, bitch.
We just need to wait for, David Zaslav to get in it and, just do this for us. He's gonna be the savior, man, calling up Zach day one, being like, hell yeah, let's do this. So yeah,
We
so
want Batflex news. We want Ayer cut.
haircut, hell yeah. You know,
Batgirl has my interest.
Batgirl has my interest simply because of J.K. Simmons.
Something about Batfleck.
So here's what I've heard about, and if
Hold
you
up.
guys, oh, okay, I'm disappointed.
Disappointed!
You'll have to let me know what you're disappointed about, comic book Greg. If it's the Snyderverse, yeah, that's just not going to happen here at DC FanDome. We have the wrong people in DC leadership that don't want the Snyderverse. We need Discovery to come in and clean house, and then it'll happen. Out loud at the shut up bitch. Yeah, exactly. So Ayer cut. I think the Ayer cut is going to happen. I think we could get an announcement at DC FanDome. I think Mikey Sutton is right about that because there's no reason not to now.
Are these special announcements?
Special, yeah. This is going to be a special announcement prediction. So here's what this isn't special announcements that we're making that we know the information. This is just a couple of predictions that Corey and I are going to guess could possibly happen. I think we're going to get an announcement of the Ayer cut. It seems like David Ayer has been a little bit more involved with James Gunn and doing all these marketing things for the Suicide Squad and everyone. I mean, the fact that, what was it, the Hollywood Reporter, or I can't remember, but someone at the premiere of the Suicide Squad film, his main job was to ask each of the cast members, how do you feel about David Ayer's cut of the Suicide Squad? That was planned. That was planned for marketing. You at that time, everyone, and the fact that everyone in the cast was like, yeah, do it. Margot Robbie took more of a political answer, but whatever. Everyone else was like, do it. Prediction: the Russian family. No. This fancy. No, absolutely no on the freaking Russian family. Batman, you're so funny, man. Yeah, I mean,
hype.
Right. I think we're gonna get an announcement of the Ayer cut. We will definitely see Ben Affleck apparently and Michael Keaton with Ezra Miller and probably Andy Muschietti for the Flash panel to kind of. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually got our first look of Batfleck's new suit in the film, as we kind of saw behind the scenes on that motorcycle that he's on. Maybe we'll even get in the teaser clip the two Batmans together, because I mean, if you saw the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, that's what Warner Brothers is having to face off here. Spider-Man No Way Home, that's the multiverse film. The Flash film is the multiverse film. They're going to have to put up with that, and Spider-Man No Way Home, Kevin Feige, is going to freaking explode it. So they better do the same with this Flash film. So wouldn't be surprised if Ben Affleck's there. According to Mikey Sutton, Henry Cavill is going to be there. I don't know what that means.
That'd be great. That would be great.
Yeah. And maybe if they sign this deal that supposedly is in the works, that Henry Cavill, will be back to be like, yep, I'm here. But then again, I feel like they're going to save Henry Cavill for the cameos in the actual movies. That's my thoughts.
So did Mikey Sutton say anything about the Ayer cut?
He says it as if it's a guarantee, like it's happening. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And he's pretty certain it's going to happen at DC FanDome.
And I know he's typically right. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening.
To me, it's like this. It's another thing that HBO Max needs content. HBO Max has already proven that they can do things without Warner Brothers approval.
But Trey, HBO Max needed content last year as well. In a year where, COVID shut down the movie theaters, like we talked about, the Ayer cut was available to be released. They didn't do it then either.
But see, you also have to remember that at the time, it would have been inappropriate to have released the Ayer cut before the Snyder cut, because the Snyder cut fandom was the original fandom.
I get that, and I agree with that. But they could have released it before then.
I agree with you, but at the same time, it makes sense for them to hold on to the Ayer cut, because let's be honest here, at least in your and my opinion, if the Ayer cut came out before the Suicide Squad, if we watched the Ayer cut before the Suicide Squad, we would have been like, this Suicide Squad is fucking trash. Like it's not even a 2.2, which I think our average rating out of 10 was. It would have been probably like a 0.5.
But wouldn't you tell me? I feel like they would be more worried about releasing the Ayer cut now because
Why?
they so they want the Suicide Squad with the new Suicide Squad to take off.
They
That's
didn't.
Exactly. So why would they go through the embarrassment of watching the Suicide Squad fail and then watching the Ayer cut just boom take off?
Here's exactly why I'll tell you. Because if you think about it, here's exactly why they need the Ayer cut at this point. Margot Robbie is on a downward slope for Harley Quinn. She has not had a good Harley Quinn film that has done well since the first Suicide Squad film with David Ayer, the 2016. Birds of Prey was a complete, utter flop. It sucks. Everyone has it usually on their last place for DC films. Then you have the Suicide Squad film, which no one is raving about her in that film. They're raving about Idris Elba, King Shark, The Rat, Polka Dot Man. She's not even in the conversation that, oh man, Margot Robbie's so good. And yet I think she is a great Harley Quinn. So they need something to restore confidence in that IP of the Suicide Squad. And one film that can do that is the Ayer cut without any money spent on it other than some marketing.
But is there any additional plans for another Suicide Squad? Obviously, we're going to have the Pissmaker spinoff. Is there any?
You think the Pissmaker is going to do well?
I don't think it's going to do well.
I mean, hence they're going to need something that boosts up the Suicide Squad interest again. If James Gunn wants to continue anything with Harley Quinn, a Gotham City Sirens thing, to boost interest for that IP, that particular IP, they need to release something that's good.
Yes, and what's going to be good is obviously, a Batfleck versus Joker and Harley Quinn, type thing as well. Like I don't know if that's my concern. I just don't know if Warner Brothers would allow for the embarrassment that the Ayer cut blows the hell up. Or they release it and they lie about it, that the Ayer cut did horrible.
Well, I mean,
that's the two options. They either don't release it or they say it did horrible.
They'll do what they always do. They'll release it. They'll get their money from it. They'll get their new subscribers from it. They'll get all the watch time shit from it and all the analytics that works for them. And they won't post anything about it. They'll just do what they did with the Snyder cut.
And don't get me wrong. I hope Mikey-san's correct.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm just nervous about it, especially if they're trying to move away from the Snyderverse. Why release the Ayer cut?
I also think they wouldn't have David Ayer come out of his way to really. I mean, they made it a point at the premiere to talk about the Ayer cut. The studio can say to the reporters, "These are the questions you are allowed to ask our actors." Okay, they have that power. Otherwise, you don't get another interview with that studio again. So I would love
an interview. I would love to ask.
I agree too, but like
one and done for me.
The fact that they made an Ayer cut such a big, heavy topic, and then David Ayer has been showing some more activity with James Gunn and promoting the Suicide Squad. It has me thinking that David Ayer is not like Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder was not afraid to kind of jump at people and kind of be like, "This is bullshit." David Ayer's handling this in a bit of a different way. He's being a little more of a team player rather than, I mean, they did Zack Snyder definitely way dirtier than they did David Ayer. They still did David Ayer dirty, but I mean, add the death of Zack's daughter. I mean, and they spat in Zack's face.
Sure.
That's fucked up. Sure. David Ayer, he's definitely coming about this as a team player. I think we're going to get an Ayer cut announcement or pretty soon after the DC FanDome.
I hope you're right. The poster that they made definitely doesn't give you any confidence whatsoever.
Why would they want to post anything that was connected to this David Ayer Suicide Squad? Because then people would be raving about that. Like, why wouldn't you save that secret, that surprise, at DC FanDome. You don't want people speculating now. I mean, we are already look at us. We're speculating now about the poster.
Everybody's speculating this.
Exactly,
So-
which is why you wouldn't want a big secret like that to get out without David Ayer making the announcement first.
And he's for sure going to be there.
I don't know about that, but I mean, I think he is going to be there. There's going to be some secret special announcements. So they always do that at these fandom events.
I hope. And so does everybody else. Lucas Ironside says the Ayer cut is most likely. Personally, I think the Ayer cut is the first step to restoring the Snyderverse comic book Craig movies. I completely agree. Batman says, I don't know. I still feel the Flash movie is feeling overstuffed.
Agreed.
Let's see. I don't think Cavill will be there.
I'm skeptical on the Cavill one too. I heard Mikey
Max
said that, and I was like, that
of-
was one I was handling. Yeah,
HBO Max equals commies.
I think they'll save Cavill for the Black Adam cameo.
The Ayer cut was not heavily campaigned. Warner Brothers is using Henry as a cameo man rather than Superman. That's a guy, man, that frustrates me. Yeah, but will Warner Brothers bite the bullet and admit to another loss? That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, does it matter though? I mean, they already did admit to the loss of the Snyder Cut. All they're gonna do, they're gonna use it. They're just gonna do what they did with the Snyder Cut. They're just gonna use it and then put it off to the side because they don't have to. I mean, in a way, they don't have to answer to us other than we can drain them of their money. But in terms of, I mean, we still don't know the official numbers of the Snyder Cut. Zach doesn't even know the numbers of the Snyder Cut. I predict that Trey is a dad 9 months after. No. And Birds of Prey doesn't even have COVID as an excuse. No, it doesn't. I mean, Birds of Prey, that's why I say they need a win for the Suicide Squad IP because nothing is going well for, even with the critics being like, oh my God, it's the greatest DC film since, I guess you could say Wonder Woman, but you know, they need an IP win to convince people to see the next Suicide Squad thing. At this moment, no one gives a damn about Peacemaker. Peacemaker is going to flop. So they have one option to kind of say, to restore confidence in the Suicide Squad fandom to go see whatever Gotham City Sirens thing they decide to do next, or a Suicide Squad 2, or even a Bloodsport thing, you know? They will not admit anything when they are past due apologies. Yeah, absolutely. I mean that, and like that's why I say, like, even if they release the Ayer cut, they don't have to say how well it did. We don't know about the Snyder cut. Zach doesn't know. You think they're going to tell David Ayer how good the Suicide Squad did? No, they're just going to release it. They're going to get their money from it because it's a film they don't have to put a lot of money in. They don't have to put $70 million like they did for the Snyder cut. This film, David Ayer's just going to have to make sure his edit's good. I think they have to do a little bit of CGI work. Done. Ready to go. Here you go. I think we're going to get an Ayer cut announcement. Corey, is there any special announcements you think you're going to hear from? Or you want to hear? I would love if Ben Affleck came out and did his thing like, yeah, I'm going to be in the Flash film and we're making a Batfleck series on HBO Max. I mean, I would be, but I don't think that's going to happen yet.
That would be great. I would. All those I would love. I'm worried it's going to be something stupid.
And then some stupid show or movie we don't want to see, like Our Man.
Yeah,
that's fair. I think we could get a announcement for a Justice Society spin-off, a Justice Society of America. I could see that happening from the Black Adam. I could see that being an announcement. But guys, keep up the fight when it comes to the Ayer cut. Don't stop it. Like with the hashtag restore the Snyderverse, hashtag release the Ayer cut, hashtag make the Batfleck movie or series. At this point, whatever Ben Affleck wants to do, I'm game. There's obviously a demand for it. You know, you might get a Batman Beyond announcement from HBO Max. That just popped up in my brain as I was thinking about all the Batman stuff they could possibly do. But it is time to release the Ayer cut. I don't see any reason why they, sure, take it as another loss, but at the same time, it's money. Who cares? If they cared about losses, they should have never released Zack Snyder's Justice League. They knew that was going to be successful. Otherwise, people wouldn't have trended 1.5 million tweets November 17, 2019. It's as simple as that.
This makes me sad.
I heard about that. Yeah, that's rough.
Hey Trey,
What?
you can be my wingman anytime.
Bullshit. You can be mine.
Right?
Right? I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm just kidding. I'm excited for the Top Gun. I'm Jesus. But guys, seriously, keep up the fight with Release the Air Cut. It is time. I want to see everyone in the comments right now, just like Lord Koj, hashtag Release the Air Cut, because it is time for sure. I mean, there's no reason not to do it. And to restore confidence, it's the right film, you know, and people are going to be blown away of the different tone of the Air Cut. It's going to match that trailer that we saw at the first San Diego Comic-Con that it was released at. So it's going to be some damn good shit. And I'm hoping, I really am. I'm with you guys. I want Mikey-san to be right. He's had a win streak lately. He was right a lot about Spider-Man No Way Home, and he's been right about some other DC stuff. So I'm hoping his win streak continues through DC FanDome and we get the Air Cut. Personally, you know, here's one that I don't think would get announced, but I would dig it. And this will just be like my last special announcement, not so much prediction, but hope or wish. I would like that. And there's no reason not to do this one either. Release the Schumacher cut of Batman Forever. That's a film that's already done. It's just being locked in a vault. Just do it. I mean, literally it requires zero money other than maybe $1 million in marketing to let people know it's out. I would like to see that one. I mean, Corey, would you dig a Release the Schumacher Batman Forever?
Absolutely. But again, I don't have any faith in Warner Brothers.
Well, I don't blame you there. I guess we'll find out with Dune. Dune's the big one they're hoping succeeds.
Mm-hmm. I Release the Schumacher cut would be fantastic. You know, maybe Schumacher passed away when he
a year ago, I think. Just a couple of days ago, a year ago, yeah.
Maybe they do something.
Or 2 years, something like that. But I mean, yeah, it would be nice. Wasn't Val Kilmer supposed to appear at FanDome last year? There was rumors about that, but yeah, nothing, because it was the 20th anniversary or the 25th anniversary of the Batman Forever. There was some sort of thing like that. But you know, he's had some, I think, like throat cancer and stuff like that. So he's had a rough time. I haven't watched the Kilmer or Val Amazon movie that they have. I'll have to do that sometime. But there we go. I love it, people. Seeing this hashtag Release the Air Cut. It's time. It's time to fucking go. That's all I want. Let's just go. We can do it. We did it with the Snyder Cut. We'll do it with the Air Cut. It's going to happen. Seal the deal. Let's do it. Corey, do you have any last minute comments before we end out?
I hope you're right, man. That's stay positive. Hope you're right. Let's go.
I'm just going to say to you, Corey, in the words of Ben Affleck, faith, Alfred, faith. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit that like, share, and subscribe, because that helps us so much. Help us get to 2K, because it's going to be a fun journey once we hit there. But guys, you have been in a wonderful audience. Thank you guys so much. I'm your host, Trey.
And I'm Super Bro Corey.
And don't forget to tune in weekly.
Same bat channel. Same bat time.
Run, you need to do a flash run and back in time.
Oh, yeah. Same bat time.
Same bat channel. See you later, guys. Have a good one.
Meh.
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 Let's get hyped.
Meh.
No more meh. No more meh.
Have a good night,
See you
everybody.
guys.